Hello there, how's your day? Ame Gakita. Alright. Let's just say that well, technically around 40 minutes late. But anyway, the one thing is actually today is kind of interesting for Genshin is that I almost forgot about the Lantern Festival along the line, and just part of me was thinking like I need to do the Nokra exploration in case I want to do. It's actually kind of like just that 40%, like that 60%, and a whole lot of quests at the point of time. But today, I'm totally expecting that this was actually the missing line. So I guess like the best way to say is best to do this, and since since it got elevated as well, story quest, so might as well start doing it for now. I'm kind of curious how it's going to be in a way, so just going to go and do this. I mean, like technically there's a whole new lot of quests which they did change the whole damn thing. Huh. Money tree and fish. Okay, Chichi and Yaya. Tabito.
それからクワと朝でパイモン。そんな風に覚えちゃったの？それじゃあ歌になってないじゃない。だって旅人が。よう、ローヤになるじゃないか。わあ、二人とも来てくれたんだ。街頭祭を祝して。何してるんだ？ナナに衝動の作り方を教えてるんだよ。指先を使うからナナの体を柔らかくする体操にもなるの。うん、指の体操。柔軟なキョンシーになる。へへ、二人もやってみない？
Right then from Granny Shan.
そっか。とにかく今年は消灯をたくさん用意しないとね。夜が暗くなりすぎないように。
Alright, if I
暗くなりすぎるってどういう意味だ？白先生の患者さん、夜道で転んで怪我した。あの日月がなかった。だから真っ暗で何も見えなかった。月がなかったって雲に隠れてたのか？うん、戦書曇月。長生が言ってた。意味は忘れた。沈玉の谷に昔から伝わる神話なんだよ。戦書っていうのは天にいる大きなカエルで月を食べちゃうの。月が食べられちゃったのか？お話だってば。空に本当にカエルがいるわけないでしょ。師匠に聞いたことがあるんだけど、神話っていうのは昔の人がどんな風に世界を見ていたのかを 教えてくれるものなんだって。
So did he really disappear?
ヨーヨはその夜見れなくて、その後何日もお月様を見張ってたけど、ちゃんと夜空に浮かんでた。でもナナが言うには、総務士の人が現場を調べてたみたいで、すごく真剣だったんだって。本当に何かあったのかもしれないね。総務士まで動いたのか？ちょっと心配だな。大丈夫。パイモンは飛べる。暗くても転ばない。そうそう、パイモンちゃん。そんなに眉間にシワを寄せちゃダメ。シワが増えてパイバーバになっちゃい
A
ます
bunch
よ。
of wrinkle.
パイバーバなんて、そんなの嫌だぞ。
やだね。
旅人が心配だな。だってオイラと違って飛べないだろ。安心して、ヨーヨたちがたくさんの消灯を作ってリーウェコーを照らしてみせるから。うん、消灯たくさん。特大のやつも。そうそう、忘れてた。あのね、今年の特大の消灯はお月様を守る仙人様を祀ったものなんだって。あの方がいればお月様は絶対大丈夫。
But really is that horse?
もしかして白馬の仙人なのか？そう、白馬の仙人様だよ。昔はお月様に住んでたんだって。お月様に何かあったらきっと黙ってないよ。へえ、白馬の仙人がいるっていうのはなんとなく聞いたことあるけど、月に住んでたなんて初めて知ったぜ。もともとは沈玉の谷のあたりにだけ伝わるお話だったから、知ってる人自体少なかったんだ。でもね、最近リーウェで古い遺物が出土して、月宮の仙人を祀ってた証拠が見つかったの。その頃の人たちもヨーヨたちが解答祭でするみたいに、願い事を消灯に書いて空に飛ばしてたらしいよ。そしたら白馬の仙人様が玉でできた立派な車に乗って月から降りてきて、みんなの願いを叶えてくれるんだって。え、それっていつの話なんだ？リーユへの他の仙人たちとはちょっと違うみたいだよな。昔のことだと思う。師匠でさえその仙人様のことはちょっとしたお話しか知らないらしいから。
So maybe never met the white horse.
そうなの、すごいでしょ。この前エンヒシージーは白馬の仙人様も戦書曇月みたいに架空の存在の可能性があるって言ってた。戦書は架空、白馬も架空、全部嘘。いや
いや、それは間違いじゃ。白馬の仙人様は確かにいなさる。
え？
はあ、ハック激怒のロジー。どうして？
どうして？
おいおや、うちの宿の名前の由来を考えたことはあるか？
ハックって白馬だよね。もしかして白馬の仙人様と関係があるの？
その通りじゃ。わしの家系は白馬の仙人様のご加護を受けておるからの。
へえ、詳しく教えてくれよ。
ずいぶん昔の話じゃ。わしの先祖がまだ幼かった頃、薬草を取りに出かけた折、不運にも崖から落ちてしもうたが、白馬の仙人様に助けていただいたそうや。
それだけか？なんかどっかで聞いたような二人の話だね。
Did she
先
was
は焦るでない。 白馬の仙人様は先祖を助けた後、月と古国老化にまつわる物語を語ってくださった。ご先祖は物語に夢中になり、時を忘れてしもうたんじゃ。しかし村に戻ってみると、村は荒れ果て廃墟と化しておった。知らぬ間に人の世では長い歳月が流れておったのじゃ。さらに不思議なことに、それはなんと全て夢だった。先祖が目を覚ますと、崖から落ちた場所でまだ横たわっておったんじゃよ。まるで何もなかったかのようじゃった。何が起きたのかは誰にもわからなんだが、薬蝋には確かに珍しい薬草が詰まっておった。そしてその時、突然空から稲鳴きが聞こえた。先祖が見上げると、一頭の純白の馬が岸壁の隙間を飛び越えていくのが見えたそうじゃ。
ハックの劇をすぐるがごとし。すっごく不思議な話だな。でも作り話じゃないのか？小説みたいだったぞ。
わしの不肖の息子と同じことを言いよるな。家の系譜に記されとるんじゃ。嘘なわけがなかろう。
ドジーの息子さんもこの話を信じてないの？
言わんでくれ。新人だけならまだしも、うちの屋号まで変えようとするとは親不孝にも程がある。
Did he want to change the name?
わしも年じゃからそろそろ息子に任せようと思うたんじゃが、ハック激旅という名前は筆記が物がなしすぎる。これでは客が防除旅館に流れてしまうと言い出しよってな。話にならん。防除旅館はあんなに遠く離れた場所にあるのじゃぞ。
確かにな。でも元王純領とかに変えた方が人気の宿になりそうだぞ。元王純領泊まりたい。
Can do too.
そういう問題ではない。先祖は大事にせんといかんじゃろう。じゃから小刀に願い事を書いた。白馬の仙人様、どうかお姿を見せてくだされ。我が具足が己の愚かさを悟るよう力を貸してくだされと。
なんかよくわからない話だな。勝利に聞きに行ってみようぜ。
Yeah, he's the oldest.
勝利先生は物知りで、師匠でもわからないようなことでも教えてくれるからね。
Okay, fine.
来る時に見かけたよ。三杯酔いでお茶を飲んでた。それじゃあ出発だ。じゃあヨーヨとナナは小刀作りの続きをしてるね。二人とも気をつけていってらっしゃい。バイバイ。バイも旅人。
The Palm of Crow. So this is gonna be a long one in a way. Oh. But we can do this.
東竹を割る旅人。あ、また間違えた。
間違えてる。
白馬の仙人様、どうかご加護。この老舗の看板をお守りくだされ。
Okay, so I'm gonna assume all these are part of it. At least I don't have to trouble Lady Kachin to come and review personally. I got to stop dwelling on those things. I'm the god of fortune, and you are the god of fortune. I can tell. Isn't this traveler? Goodness, if I know you were the one coming, I would have to memorize so many times. And given the little of you, I presume that you are here to celebrate and the rhyme. It's about time you show. Look around, it's even more like free than last year, isn't it? More impressive than the year before. Of course, you know, they say sail lantern sword and fill the night. Step by step, we seek new high. We gotta improve in everything we do. Yeah. Let's not dwell on that during the festival. Come, let me show you where the fun begins. Let me think. Got it. First thing first, you have to release Sail Lantern. It's the Lantern Run after all. And then we'll set up a branch of Opera treasure tree around the harbor. As long as you prune that branch properly, the fortune coin inside are yours. How many trees did we put out again? Was it 21? Yes, 21 tree. Actually, there is a treasure tree not too far away. If you're interested, you can help prune it. Don't worry, it's very simple. And finally, you can also check out the bulletin board. It's right beside me. Many times from other nations have joined us for Linda Ryan the recent years, so the Ministry of Civil Affairs prepared a special bulletin board for them. Whatever issue they run into, or if there's anything they need help with, they can write it down and post it. We will make sure everyone who comes to the year for the Rhine live with a smile. Because, by the way, I remember you are really good at taking pictures, aren't you? I know, Anita. Haha, don't be so modest. I just wanted to ask you a little favor. It's very simple, I promise. All you have to do is take a photo for some tourists. We already hired a few photographers to take photos for everyone, but we didn't expect there would be so many tourists this year that suddenly wasn't enough photographer to go around. It's too late to hire new. You're the only one I can count on. Please, photo tourist. Okay, leave it to me. Yeah, like I said, but I will tell you the tourist name and their destination, the location right away. I'm counting on you. With your help, it will be flawless. Yeah, that's all for the lantern for you. Happy lantern ride. Can obtain special child and those lantern can be placed within the year and displayed with well wishes. When a traveler is in their own world that can receive released by other traveler, similarly cell released by traveler in their own world can be claimed by traveler in other world. Who release will also receive life. Doing can obtain gifts, sell lantern. Traveler can send their companion period. Yeah, okay. So might as well. Oh. Expire on 23rd. No. Really sell lantern. Designing. Expression. May all go well. Let's use lucky. Machine. Yeah. Alright. Place many those three contain fortune coin. Use normal attack to trim once a branch are due. You may obtain fortune coin.
何か追加の指示はありますか？後で思いついたらでも構いません。慣れておりますので。
Achievement. So we can see from people who place it. Oh, interesting. Buffet. What kind? No, what? Shitty then. You must be here. Then you're gonna check out my mini game. Is she straight into the mode, huh? Don't sub it out. If you call your strategy, she's gonna give you a here for. Run this store. Just let me figure it out. It's based on the legend of the White Horse. Often traveled through the sky by moonlight, protecting the earth from evil spirit and monster. Well, I found the legends are uninspired, so I chose to blend in some other story I hear from this minigame. There have been monsters in the sky who are itching to swallow the devil moon, but things the White Horse, those monsters get in their way. I can't imagine what the moon would look like while being eaten, but in this story, the monster chewed it down slowly, piece by bit. But when I went to listen a couple of days later, his story was put into another way. This time, the monster gulped the whole moon in one bite, just like eating a rice ball. Fortunately, the story always ends up with the White Horse wiping out all the monster in one fell swoop, guided by the light. That's part of the story legend too. Anyway, that's how the story goes. I thought it was cool, so I included into the trail. Oh no, enough to chat, I need to get back to it. If you like, let me just let me know everything ready so we can start. Oh wow, really is a toad. Defeat Danzu and light within the limited time. When we auto attack nearby enemy and light nearby, when approaching wish drop by opponent, you can automatically collect them. If you fail to defeat within the time limit, you can buff yourself by collecting wishes. Try again after getting stronger. Okay. I'd like to play. At least finally I'm playing. Can I announce it? No. So I have to play it once. Next round. Restart attack. Sorry, this one. This round. Power up. This will be taken out. Ooh. Oh. Can I still fight this one? No. The way there. All the way to the car. Oh. Okay, so I need to speak to this villain. Brand new minigame. That's the latest skill you take to bring your luck and good fortune. If you'd like to try that and bring yourself some good fortune, you are always welcome here. Open up the drop charm coin when defeated. At certain interval will automatically collect scatter across. Must defeat as many enemy within the time limit to obtain more charm. By defeating enemy in specific way and performing certain action, you can take more charm coin. It will upgrade and cause enemy to draw even more. It can be upgraded twice. So it's a fight. So very hard. Challenge reward. If it has many enemy in the time limit to collect. Fontes monster, Lana monster, and then Pyro slime. I guess the best Netherland car. I guess I will go with I'll go with the draw one then. Foreigner, I got mine. Yeah, I kind of want to see. Can I check out their status? Color preview. That's the case. I need to switch it up. The one that is supposed to be holding on is this one, but Darkness, Immerfa, I need a healer because for me now. The best way is that one.
フォークを叩く絶縁障壁冷凍の時間よ眼輪よ光り輝くがいい
高き者私は下げず静粛に
お披露目だ歌え僕の名のもとに掃除解消ロックオン殲滅モード食前に甘いものを最高
褒美を垂れろ大松となるがいい騒ぐな
僕をたたえよ世界を熱狂の交渉は終わりです平穏調に目も舌も満足させ
高き者私は下げず
じゃじゃーん光り輝くがいい絶縁障壁展開殲滅モード最高の一品よ
褒美を垂れろ大松となるがいいそう
僕をたたえよ歌え僕の名の掃除解消ロックオン交渉は終わりです食前に甘いものをガンのように
騒ぐな高き者私は下げず
Okay, that is mostly complete. Yes. Salary, yes, and hello there, how's your day? I'm just doing a little bit of Detour first. Because it's the London. We're gonna do this one for now. 7 hours. Want me to... Right now, I'm just gonna make sure that I can do this one. Collect. Is that it? First is shopping. So we can buy all these, but I had no idea what is it for. I seriously had no idea though. What do I need? Oh, maybe just speak with the bot? Wow, damn, that's a lot. And that gives something. Okay. So does that mean that I can buy as well? Oh, it is really does have to purchase. Oh. So I do need to buy. I need to buy the primal gem. Ah, so I collected the 300 instead, but oh well. I can choose one of them. I'll have to see if I can pick up. But I just use up. Oh, I have to buy that as well. Eh. Oh, when you release a character, you can receive like. Okay, at least that can be collected back. Receive 200 likes. Obtain from different trees. So I have to go at. I have to release 5. Ayata. The distance is. So we have to release a lot. I want to release at some good distance in a way. Maybe here. Maybe use this one. I did. FB and wishing you good health. The most simple one. Maybe place one somewhere here. What? That's the break paper from not using, having a good. Oh, there is someone who places it here indeed. May all go well for you, and at the same time hoping to spend with. Huh. Place one here then. Sending. Sending good fortune to you. And yeah, I think this will be good enough. I need to like send out 5 though. I placed. Seems like someone also placed quite a few here. Collect. I really placed a lot, interestingly. I think they just place. I did. Okay, so I just need to release 1 more and collect 2 more. It's kind of interesting that I need to collect them. The only issue is I have no idea where. And interestingly, there is quite a few characters. Can I place it here? Maybe this one. Is it one here? There is some character here. I mean, technically, if they are here, might as well we try to see. Oh my, there is one right here. From Fire. Oh, do some people actually place it at the most ridiculous place though? Now I'm kind of curious. Okay, so where to take in? This plan has been a fan service. Carabiner release and your baby get an outfit. Yeah, and then the only issue I had was that spending 180 pool for Carabiner, and I only managed to get her.
確かに氷慶さんに申し込んだ。彼女の言っていた専門の写真家というのは、お前の
Can't really do anything about that though, based on my
お
luck.
前ならいい写真が撮れるはずだ。では始めるとしよ
All set.
う。では、撮影時の姿勢について、お前の意見をもらいたい。
A more relaxed pose. Think this look good enough?
いい写真だ。記念品として申し分ない。私個人の品として大切に保管しておこう。感謝する。
I see. Well, I mean, like 180 pool for Carabiner was the most ridiculous lot for me, though.
ありがとう。お前も祭りを楽しめ。 ところで一つ聞きたいのだが、
like
洗顔
truthfully
解放されになる
saying,
と毎回これほど厳重な警備を敷いているのか。祭りの期間中もこれほど厳しく律されているとは尊敬に値するな。
like 180 poo for Carabina. I was like truthfully hoping that I was like hoping to get at least get her to C1 or something along the line, but my luck didn't activate it, so can't really say too much on that end too. like I have to do that much along the line too, so it really was one of the worst luck I have. The last time was for Rina at 156. It's also around 180 poo, but I'm hoping not to face that again. Collect this. Ew.
加速します。
Now I just need to collect that. Let's collect and light them up. Yeah, in case anyone need me to prove it. So page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, page 5, page 6, 7, number 8, okay. Number 8, Carabina once, okay. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Delha, because it's a field 50-50. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 38. So if we do the calculation, 38 times 38 times 5 190 poo plus 1 Benny Boy. Hola, that's why I was very pissed off. I was very pissed off, but I can't really say anything other than my luck was really that bad. Like 180 poo, I can only get her as C0. 190 poo C0. I was hoping for C1, but
本日のタスクを
my luck wasn't activated.
確認中。
That's why the only thing I can say is I try my best. I tried my best, so can't do anything about
指
that
示
though.
はありますか？
Luck
後で思いついたらでも構いません。
luck did not want like luck did not want to be activated though. So I also need to start working those things for the coins. I need to collect the coins. Interestingly. And a total of 85 lights. That's very good. I think it's more towards like people just collect. Okay, we got Mitsuki here.
旅人？偶然だね。解答祭を祝して。
I was hoping like 180 for a C2 or C1, but or at least I can use it to prove a weapon. But my luck wasn't activated though. My luck was not activated. Let's take. That's why I'm should I be jealous, but I can't really say anything else. My luck was not activated.
素敵な写真だね。ありがとう。大切に保管しておくよ。額縁に入れてお店に飾ろうかな。君も楽しんで。今夜リーウェ港にいる人たちは寝そうになるね。
But I have to say one thing though, Selenia-san. Congratulations on getting her to C2. That's a very good achievement. At the very least, I would definitely say it's still a good. It is a good thing though. Getting her at C2 with C2 essentially does mean that your Calabina is going to do a lot of damage though. Yeah, I mean like my luck wasn't activated, but I'm more on trying to see like 4 more days gonna put for the new character Zipai. So hope to see that my luck be activating on that. At least that's what I'm hoping to see, but can't hurt too much expectation. I'm a streamer. Not those kind of crazy people who spend so much money on games. Streamers. Let's see. I need to find the plant fortune tree. Wait, where's gardening? Oh, collect that. You have. I mean, luck wasn't activated on my end, so can't really say too much on the end. Though. Streamer luck did not activate on me though. It was grid meter activated on me though. They're like, yeah, is making a salad? Yeah, but then Calabina C2 is a very good thing though. Release together. Goodbye. Okay, so he is not taking a photo. It's just a normal interaction. Excuse me. At the very least, having her at C2 is like it's a good thing though. Like I was hoping for at least this one. Because I want Because C1 would mean actually this good thing though. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. And skip all the banner. Ah. I never speak a banner though. But even so, I guess it's more towards like your grid meter didn't activate, mine was activated. my grid meter was activated. I can't deny that anymore. Okay, might as well place one here. Place this one. Release. They never say I can't place too much. Collect.
もう一つできた。絵の具も乾いたみたい。
We don't get the C2.
君も肖像
C2 also buff.
そうなの。氷慶さんが自由に装飾できる肖像の骨組みを作ってくれたでしょ。
Because C1 is really good in a way between her weapon and C1. Like technically her weapon is more recommended, but in a way I would still say that going up to C2 is a huge achievement though.
手伝いを頼まれてるんだ。みんなの肖像を作り終えた後、自分用に一つ作ったの。それじゃあ肖像を飛ばそう。願い事は何にしようかな。
Release together.
ご近所さんたちに肖像を届けに行かないと。解凍祭、楽しんでいってね。
Okay, that is this one I have to hit. Place one here. Yeah. Place the number 3 I did. Release that one here. And then there is this one here. I have to find this to hit there. Okay, let's see. To get words of a good friend. Aha, so I have to buy either one of them. Okay. Let me take a look again. So basically, right, for Colobina not in Le Splendor, the number one thing is that her gravity, the ability, right, is actually more towards like when you use her skill to summon the gravity, all this thing, right? The one thing is that the rate will do more faster by like in terms of like the interpret. So meaning to say that it is gonna in a way increase in damage. Now the second thing about it is more towards like the lunar charge, lunar bloom, lunar crystallization, right? It's gonna be buffed out in a way. So for Bloom team, the lunar Bloom team, it mean that your active character, right, is going to increase based on increase on elemental mastery. So for example, if you're using Nefer or if you're using any Dendro character to create those core, it's going to be basically increase on elemental mastery. The issue is, the only issue on hand is that is kind of like depends on in a way it's more towards, it's buff towards your teammate, not her. So though the damage is still kind of like still increase in a way though overall. So it's more towards like this ability will be buffed out. This the elemental must not the elemental burst, but the external type. This one will be increased because you are basically creating the gravity ripple. So when you have that out, your constellation 2 is gonna do a lot of damage when your current active character is the one attacking a lot. So for example, if you use like for example, if you're using Lauma, or if you are using Nefer, then they are both going to get the huge buff in a way. But if you are using crystallization, which like the new character coming out soon, which is this character, then you're going to have a very defensive character in a way, because the Yuguna and Zibai, they are going to be based on defense, so they are going to get buffed a lot way. So I think it's more towards like the way they're gonna get buffed up along the line, but it's kind of like hard to know. Like it's kind of like hard to know how much is it gonna buff, but it just means that Calabina is gonna be a huge support in a way. She won't be the sub DPS or whatsoever, but even so, she is still gonna help up your team regardless how you look at it though. So that's how it seems to me. Okay, I need to find 5 more. Where is... I found 5 already. Now I need to find some more. I need to like find where could they be hiding. Unless it's all totally random. Oh. Ah, やだ。Oh, there is one right here. But first thing, we need to find those fortune coin. Don't know where, but I need to find them. What about main DPS? Is active character. Is the active character. So regardless how we think about it, right? It said attack of your current active character. The only issue, right, is that Calabina don't really use based on attack, elemental mastery, or defense. That's the thing. If you give it to character like Lauma, Nefer, Zibai, or Inefa, they will gain it. Because the issue on hand is that her skill is based on HP. Her skill is based on HP, not elemental mastery, not attack, all these things. So C2 will not buff her. It's more towards buffing up your other character like Inefa, Finn, Nefer, Lauma, Zibai, and Iguna. So it's most buffed on those characters at the moment. But DPS, she won't gain from C2. C1 is more than enough. If not, you have to go all the way to C4. Yes. And for me, I'm more of using her as a sub DPS. Because the thing is, right, the one thing is, I'm giving her this weapon to use, the Sacrificial Jade. And Sacrificial Jade, if you guys want to know, is that when not on the field for 5 seconds, match HP will increase by 64%, and the Elemental Master will increase by 80%. And if she on the field for more than 10 seconds, it will be cooldown. So if you look at the HP below, right now is you guys can see it, sorry. So basically it's right now is 40. On this page you can see it's 40. But if we leave her out for more than 10 seconds, she will drop now all the way to 31k. So it's kind of like funny that I know a lot of people recommend the prototype Ember, the most best one in a way, because it give HP, it regen energy, and when she uses her skill, she also kind of like use a burst, she can also regenerate the whole team in a way, so that makes her a semi healer in a way. But the issue on hand is that her bloom elemental, all these things is based on her crit rate. The funny thing is like lunar reaction is actually can be crit, so that means that if you can't have a high crit rate, then you're gonna have basically won't be clicking a lot along the line. So having high crit rate, crit damage actually is the best way for her. And overall, the reason why it's actually recommended to give her either the Sacrificial Jade or her signature weapon, which give her the high damage as well though. So Aussie says, will this team be good for meta in the future? Oronron, Bene, Shaka, Kaya. So far, that is still a very good team regardless though. Rayson, I mean, like, you have to understand one thing. In terms of like elemental build, if we go by this team, it's not always I tend to use Sasha, but if let's say for example, if we do build that team, for example, and so as you mentioned, Sasha, or Ronron, okay, yeah, or Ronron and Benny Boy.
面白いものを探しに行こう。
1, 2, 3, 4. Then go all the way to below. In terms of like in terms of every single thing, she is gonna be the most doing the most damage along the line. And the one thing is, right, yeah, you can technically change Kaya with Foreigner. That is still a good thing. But in terms of damage, I would still say like at the moment this is still one of the best team in terms of like if you're using her as the main damage though. The only issue on hand you have to be very careful is that you have to stay within the circle of Benny Boy for it to work. If not, most of the time I would actually recommend changing, even going as far. A bit weird, but I would actually use, instead of Benny Boy, I would actually kind of like finally go towards either Mavica, or in the most cheap way would be Dialha. Or you can use it if you got other character. Then let's say for example, if got Inefa, it will also work because she creates a shield and you don't need to worry about Shaka getting hit. If not, Aurora still the best one to go in regardless of how we think about it. So it still works. But at the same time, if you want a higher damage, you can just use Foreigner. But the one thing is, like, normally Ice type still a good. Ice type is still a good one. Most of the time, I would definitely use either Shenhe or Shirari for shielding. Either these two healing, I will just use Escoffier. Either one of these three. But for Hydro, I don't think I need to change anything. You can just use Foreigner. But even so, the team that you mentioned is still a good team though. It's still a good team. At the very least, from how I look at it, it is still a good team though.
本当に俺を呼んだのか？
It's just that for more damage, you can either use Shenhe if you have her. If not, changing this as well as for Benny Boy for the other one is kind of like what in the way though. The reason why I don't really use Benny Boy for Sasha is actually more towards like you have to stay in that circle. And most of the time when a monster loves to run towards you, it's kind of like they're moving around and it became harder to hit based on being that cycle. So most of the time I tend to use this team or team that don't really move too much along the line though. It's kind of like we're in that range. But even so, the team that you just say is still good. We don't even like go say like, oh, it's all constellation says whatever along the line. I mean, my Kaya is not even constellation says, you for goodness sake. Consolation, like I'm kind of like building all on that end. If you do have higher consolation, you're gonna have a lot of damage in a way though. So if we consider like based on like Kaya, all these things is still a very good thing. The only issue is that if my constellation, like if we go by constellation, right, like constellation in terms of everything is more towards like I only got like these two being the only 5-star that I have at C6 is basically Kaching, Jeans, and Traveler. The only time I can proudly say that I have C6 is basically the Traveler, which all of us have. Jeans, don't ask why. And Kachin, don't ask why. And in terms of like the number of times I lose 50-50, Mona C5, Chichi C4, Delha C4, Shenha C3, don't ask. Tinari C3, Alakino, because Mihoyo made me. Mizuki C2, Dilu C2. And then other character like Elula, Zhongli, and Putao and Tataria amazingly got somehow C1. the only issue on that is that I got 2 Putao after. I did release a video on it though. I did like 90 pool and I got Chichi. And then I did 20 more pool. I got Hutao number C0. Then I did another 20 more pool. Then I got Hutao at C1. And Zhongli basically and kind of like one of the one that I want to be met in a way because 154 pool. I remember it was 154 pool for Zhongli. And then after that, I think was on the next banner, I just wanted to pull for the 4-star. Somehow I got him again. Then I was like, okay, never mind, I'll see one him. It's the same thing for Chao though, because got him and then did another random pull on Zhongli, but ended up pulling for the wrong banner and I got him, so I got him at C1, so I never cared too much. And Lula I kind of like just do for the sake of it though. I was hoping for go for C2 because I wanted the C2, but I not didn't do. The free con I would definitely say is kind of like does prove a lot in a way though. But then again, I mean, if anyone asking about by Shinhala, one is again I just did the pull on her banner for the 4-star and not getting her again. So not complaining though. Shinhala is still very good though. Like if I have to say, like, because my Shinhala is I got her at Constellation 3. One thing is using her C1 is basically she can use her skill fast, she can regenerate energy particle faster. That's a huge improve. Then secondly is that her ability lasts longer, basically her burst, and it increase additional crit damage. Now this one is just basically mean that she get to use this one slightly more. Now the one thing is that the reason why I say she is more on being a good character to help out with character on like even a mammal like Kazuha or Jin's or even Kasha is that it basically increase on cryo damage, and that include a mammal swing damage. So in a way, it improve a lot. I mean, technically, I can just go and increase in terms of more damage along the line, but it just basically decrease the cryo resistance along the line, and it's basically going to do a lot of damage with her though. When I played Genshin first time when it first released, I was in Japan. I was living in Japan. I mean, like, technically I was living in Japan for 6 years, 3 months, a few days more along the line. But because at that time I was speaking in Japanese to Japanese people, so it's kind of like one of the reasons why I tend to just use Japanese everything, because it became kind of like something that I tend to use on the daily basis though. So yes, if you're asking like do I have Aloy, yes I do have her. I think it's more towards like living in Japan for 6 years does change my accent a little bit. Not entirely, but it's still kind of like changed a lot in a way though. Living in Japan, especially like living in Japan for 6 years, it does change my point of view a lot. もし私日本語ができなければ、それはちょっとやばくになるかもしれないや。だって日本語はできるなんて、でも本当に難しいだよ。Oh, 降った。
やれやれ。
Singapore.
すごいでしょ。楽しそうだな。
楽しそうだな。
旅人とパイもちょうどよかった。いいもの見せてあげる。
It's just that.
なんだこれ。
Oh.
黒くなってるぞ。カエルにでも食べられちゃったのか。
Ah.
パイモン、君が戦書洞月を知っているなんて。
おい、これでもオイラはスメールでいろいろ勉強してるんだぞ。
Thank you.
これはリーユへの話だろ。
知識に国境なんてないぞ。パイモンその通り。でもこの黒く
Singapore
カエル
accent.
には見えないよね。カエルの卵っていうなら
そう
わかるけど
ですよね。 it's kind of weird in a way. If I have to like say it, because it's kind of like hard for me. Even though I mean like born out in Singapore. I mean like it's 30 plus years in Singapore myself. Okay, this one, if you guys don't understand it, don't mind it. It's kind of like the way the Singaporeans speak in a way. So it's a bit of broken English with Chinese, with all these things. So the Singlish in the, if you guys say of Singapore accent or the Singlish, it's actually kind of like speak in this way. So hello, how's your day? Like that, how you want to see this? You don't know how we can speak like that one. I can speak very, very good one. Like the speak like this only lah. So it's just kind of like something like that though. No, it's not the same. it's really, really broken.
旅人ってナドくらいに行ってたんでしょ。あそこの人たちって月の神を崇拝してるらしいし、何か知らない？
And, I mean, like, technically, for the Japanese that I know is that the Mew have to speak in the most deep voice ever though. Like a lot of Japanese I talk to co-workers, student, and classmate, all these things. It's like the one thing is that Mew Japanese people tend to speak in the most deep voice and low way. So basically, if they have to say it in this way, it's kind of like, hello there. Are you having your dinner right now? Please go and enjoy it. Don't need to worry. I will be just playing some game called Genshin. Kind of like something like that. It's kind of like a deep voice. The only issue is that because I tend to speak in this tune, this pitch, this attention along the line, so it's kind of like hard for me to speak in their point of view. Even when I speak to them, they always say that why is my English sound so weird. But it's actually more towards like they have the impression, like in Japan, is that Japanese have the impression that guys have to speak in deep voice. So like 90% of the males that I spoke to, they always speak in deep voice when speaking English. But in terms of when we speak in Japanese, everyone we're back to high tune, high pitch, high intonation. So it's really kind of like very, very different from how I recall. And even if I speak in the low tune along the line in Japanese, だって基本的にはこの感じかな。なんかちょっと難しいかもしれないんですが、でも基本的には日本人は大体そのトゥーンで、yeah, it's kind of like in that form though. But majority Japanese people will just say in this tone is that, はい、こんにちは。私、日本人ではありませんが、でも日本語ができますよ。So it's kind of like in this tone along the line though. But even so, even when I speak English in Japanese, in Japan, it is kind of like to them they don't think it as Japanese. I mean, like, it really does change a lot. A lunar eclipse?
天体の現象？大師匠もそんなこと言ってたかも。聖書丼月っていうのは昔の人が特殊な天体の現象を説明しようとしたものなんだって。
具体的にはどういう意味なんだろう。災いの予兆だったりするのかい？
Just a natural phenomenon? Wanna screenshot that?
違和感
Usually start from the outer edge.
ふーん。でもこの月は真ん中からかけ始めてる。じゃあこれって普通の月食じゃないってこと？
はい、そうです。
ならやっぱり何か不吉なことを表しているのかい？
そうとは限らないだろう。
Where did this picture come from?
万民堂にいたちょっと様子の変なお客さんが置いてったの。思い出すと今でも心臓がちょっとバクバクしちゃう。
But even so, thanks though. I mean, like, it's kind of like really different from in terms of like speaking though.
この仮説を迎えるにあたり一つ宣言します。私ロココはリーユエ
あのシャツや。
天罰と全土に名を轟かせる考古学者になってみせます。どんな上級学校にも通ってないけどたくさんの宝物を掘り出してきたわ。漢字だって読める。それに父さんが言ってた苦労を重ねた者こそ成功者になれるって。私も
Definitely, if I see that, I'll be showing that face.
なんだなんだ
And
黒瀬鈴木の唐辛子煮込みを食べ過ぎて気が狂ったんじゃないのか？
ちょっと甘く見ないでよ。
oh my, she's on fire.
老韓国の宝物を発掘したの。戦書丼月の写真だって撮ったわ。
老韓国
Does that mean that I can watch off-brand anime without needing a
やっ
subtitle?
ぱり黒瀬鈴木の唐辛子煮込みを食べ過ぎて
Yes and no.
ちょっと聞こえてるわ。
What? Technically, I still. I mean, when I was in Japan, I was watching anime without subtitle, but but the one thing is that I can definitely say that a lot of Japanese light novel and manga, I don't read the English version. I actually read the Japanese version.
おいあんた何するんだ？
お前のような愚かな
Even before I start the stream,
殺してやる。殺してやる。
even before I start the stream,
私を見下してるの？あんたも始末してやりましょうか。ここは食事をする場所だ。戦うならば場所を改めよう。はあ？
Oh
一体何様
no.
のつもり？私が誰だか分かってるの？私はリーユエ校だけじゃなく
This guy is going to. Oh, this guy is gonna get bong on the hair, but you mean the back at bashing her already.
ここには他の客もいる。敬意は払おう。
Oh no. Oh no. Bong.
どうなったんだ？まさか本当に戦ったのか？仕方ないの。
仕方ないね。
どこからか取り出したシャベルを振り回してテーブルをひっくり返して2人のお客さんを怪我させちゃったんだもん。それで仕方なく彼女を取り押さえて総務士に連れて行ってたの。
おばさんがいなきゃ危なかったな。
そうなの。後でお店の片付けをしてたらこの写真を見つけて落とし物だと思って持ってきたんだ。
戦書丼月の写真を撮ったっていうのはこの写真のことなんだろうね。
でも聞いてるだけでも様子がおかしいっていうのはわかるぞ。本当に
But even right now, watching this one, I'm listening to them in Japanese is still the best way
不浄
though.
なものに取りつかれてるんだったりして。
like regardless of how we think about it, right? It's still kind of like good to listen to Japanese one. Not saying like if people can't understand Japanese is fine. Listen to the English one, by all means go ahead. There's nothing wrong. But if we look at how voice actor having like drama all over the EN one, then obviously I think that for me listening to Japanese one might be the better option.
おばさんがいたんだから、もし何かに取り憑かれてるなら気づいたはずだ。
それも一理あるけど、そいつは老韓国の宝物って言ってたんでしょ？
フータ、もしかして。
もしかったり。
もしかしたら古代の遺物を盗掘してやばい古代の怨霊に取り憑かれちゃったのかも。
Damn.
怨霊の神通力がすごすぎてあの神格さんですら気づけなかったってわけ。それは 想像力が豊かすぎない？もし本当
I
に
mean,
そうだとして
like, for me, if I want to listen to the Chinese one, it's also fine.
ある？
But I still
わ
prefer
ざわざ私の作った
I still prefer the Japanese one because it's kind of like one of the language I have to make sure that I don't forget though. Like you guys have to understand one thing is that not using Japanese if in Singapore is one thing. Like if I don't use it at time, I will definitely be forgetting a lot of Japanese words though.
老韓国？兄上が言っていたけど、最近リーユエで出土した古代遺物にはルリや玉、銅製品が多いらしいんだ。刻まれた文字も部分的に解読されていて、その中に老漢の名や詩が含まれていたそうだよ。
つまり老漢って名前の国があったってことか？でもいつその言葉を聞いたんだっけか？
The owner just mentioned.
覚えてるか？そう思い出したぞ。ロジーの先祖が白馬の仙人から聞いたんだったよな。
So the White Horse.
ああ、もう特大の消灯を見に行ったんだ。おお、白馬の仙人ってすっごく不思議な仙人なんだ。ピンバーヤですら会ったことないらしい。
You mean Ian, but you're gonna switch to
白馬の仙
CN.
人ってハッキの金木上皇月句のことじゃないの？
フータオ、君がそう信じているだけで、他にもいろん
I
な
think the
説があるんだ。
JP, I think the Chinese one does have that though.
魔人戦争
But it's also kind of funny that for
戦から白馬が
for JP one, even like attacking it does have that bit of singing as well though.
新玉の谷では、この仙人は時の娘であったとされていて、より古い時代に活躍していたと考えられているんだ。一方で、古い
Okay, once this cutscene is over, I'll like you guys listen carefully. I'll increase the volume so that you guys can hear it.
でもあったらしい。だから僕たちは願いを消灯に書き込むんだ。
難しいよ。結論だけ教えて。白馬。難しいよ。結論だけ教えて。白馬の仙人は結局どういう存在なの？
During the Archon War, a White Horse lead. Sandra to her as the daughter of times. Can we find Zhongli first? I feel like he will tell us everything though.
残念だけど、まだ結論は出ていないんだ。
物知りな旅人に聞いてみたらどうだ？
こいつも知らないんだってさ。だからもっと物知りな勝利に聞きに来たら、お前たちにばったり会ったってわけだ。
なんだ、勝利さんを探してたんだ。勝利さんなら林道さんとお茶してるよ。彦居で骨董展覧会をやるんだって。
骨董展覧会？なんだそれ。
さっきゆくあきが話してたような文化的価値のあるものの展示会、今夜開催されるの。だから今夜は港の大きな船のところにいると思うよ。
We'll check it out.
それまでどうする？とりあえず総務士に行って白馬の仙人のことを聞いてみないか？ついでに月のことも聞けるだろ？総務士に行くんだ。
I have to hear it. It's really, really good.
かけてくれないかな？落とし物だし返してあげないとね。それに総務士の調査にも役立つかもしれないし。ひひ、今すぐ出発しよう。
ああ、そうそう、言い忘れてた。解答祭を祝して。
時間があったら一緒にご飯食べに来てね。
And we go off.
あ、ふと思ったんだけど、その写真ってもしかして偽物なんじゃないか？
偽物？つまり彼女は学術的な成果を得るために偽物を作ったってことかい？
Wow, we get to hear this, but not all traveler.
冴えてるね。そこまで考えつかなかったよ。
じゃあ今夜その場所を見に行ってみない？場所なら知ってるよ。
意義なし。
家に帰るのが遅くなると叱られてしまうかな。
ちょっとそんな顔しないでよ、ゆくあき坊ちゃま。こんなの慣れっこでしょ。 叱られたらシャンリンのごちそうで慰めてもらえばいいよ。
いい考えだね。君子たるもの、命を懸けても共に付き合うものだ。
What the
話を
heck?
はめようって言うんだ。いいよ、約束ね。今夜は絶対行くから。
Free food car. Okay, they're no longer there. So let me increase the volume. Yes, I have watched a bit of that. Let me increase the volume so you guys can hear it. Now, let me reduce the background music. So we basically had no music, and now we're basically hearing Kalobina attacking. Listen, you can. Yeah, it's kind of like just a sound effect in a way. So. I think it's more towards like they add the. I think they just add the effect that way. But even so, it's still kind of interesting. Like, they did make it as if like they're really like sticking with like, oh hey, at least she's singing along the line while attacking, and it's kind of interesting in a way though, regardless how we think about it. But I don't feel the Japanese and every version is, and yeah, I do have to agree that the Chinese one is also good in a way there. Okay, now the objective for now is I need to go to to that place. I have to go quite a and then those I think I'll just teleport here. I wonder if there's gonna be the flower pot somewhere here. I need to eat. Oh, there is one. I see one. I have to hit this flower. Those money tree. Oh, there is another one right over there. Because we need this. I wonder how many more I can hit. Because I have no idea where the remaining one are. Okay, let's speak to them.
ダイアンさん、おじい様もそうお考えなの？
解凍祭、月は暗く沈むって気が出たんだよ。天正占いはおじいちゃんの得意分野じゃないけど、本家のおじいさんたちと話し合った結果も大体同じだった。
ええ、他の情報ともおおむね一致してるわ。
それってこの前起きたっていう伝説の戦書洞月のこと？
そう、その件も含めてよ。
そうだったんだ。ただの噂だと思ってた。
噂じゃないわ。
The EN.
でも今はもっと重要な問題がある。情報から考えれば戦書洞月はまた
I mean like if they did get the same voice actor for it, it's a good thing. If you're talking about that Carolina Esther with David and Lucy, I think, yeah, I can understand that. It's kind of interesting combo in a way though, especially both of them on the moon again.
港で消灯を見てるかと思ってたのに、まさかここで会えるなんて。解答祭を祝して
緑境内に来たってことは何か重大な用事があるのかしら。
ひひお祭りの日に用がなきゃ友達に会いに来ちゃいけないってこと
At the ending, the only issue,
解答祭を祝して
the only issue is Sanjurne is how is she coming back even though she could have died already, and I think there is a high chance she will return based on that she is a machine. So, if as I discussed last time about Sanjurne might be like she's coming back in a way, that maybe the hidden character along the line, I think we'll be very happy about it. And Dr. Red, to be honest, that guy really, if like that is one Demon's character that I really want him to get blown on the head with a 3-meter baguette with a metal pipe inside for multiple times. I think there was someone actually, I think from CN's server who managed to fight him like a few thousand times though. That was like ridiculously. I guess like there are people who are crazier than me, but that means that is a good thing that we get to fight him. But the one thing I really find amazing in a way is that Hey, Sanjani is a good character if she does come back. The one thing I think is more towards like if Dr. Ray do come out as a playable character, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him 100%. And I'm gonna use him not for fighting, not for doing anything. I will bring him to somewhere high in the game and then make him jump off, hit the ground, die, then revive him, then go to the same place again, jump off again, and let him dive again. I'll kill him as many times as I can. Like one of the like I hope Mihoyo don't make him a playable character though, because the thing is, right, it's really kind of like we won't know whether we'll get the Katam as a playable character if Mihoyo chooses not to, then there's a whole new thing. But at the same time, I'm just hoping that at least that Dr. Ray don't come back, become a playable character too. I'm sure that there is a lot of people who like Dr. Ray that are, I've seen the group of people already in the community talking about how they want to pull for him along the line. But personally, I don't want him to be a playable character because it's like he's one twisted guy. Unless there is a good version of Dr. Ray, then I might forgive it. But if it's like based on the Dr. Ray that we know, there's no way he's gonna be there's no way he's a good work person though. I'm just hoping that's not the case.
これが戦書曇月？誰かがはっきりとした写真を撮ったみたいね。
事実だと分かってはいても、こうして写真を目にすると、やはり衝撃が大きいわね。これはどこで手に入れたの？万民堂で騒いでた客が落としてったらしいぜ。掃除してる時に見つけたからってシャンリンに託されたんだ。え？この場所って石棒台？
Is something wrong?
そういうわけじゃないけど、石棒台は陳玉の谷の先人が テント行進するための場所だったって言い伝えがあるの。この写真の月がちょうど石棒台の上にあるからちょっと気になって。偶然なのかな。
面白いわね。陳緑の谷の先人たちはまさに双眼鏡園のあたりから移住してきたのよ。
双眼鏡園？あそことも関係があるのか？
調査によれば騒ぎを起こした六王公の父親と祖父は李友公で商売を、母親と祖母は故郷の行栄荘でお茶を栽培している。先日彼女は行栄荘を離れて紀山町が支援する民間の考古招待に参加し、双眼鏡園で古代の遺物をいくつか発掘したわ。彼らはその遺物を非故郷に預け、展覧会にも出す予定でいた。でもそんな矢先に万民堂で例の出来事が起きたのよ。だから考古招待にいた時に何か強い精神的衝撃を受けたんじゃないかと考えてるわ。
これではっきりしたわね。彼女は双眼鏡園だけでなく石棒台のあたりでも活動していて、月が消えた時の写真を撮っていた。
双眼鏡園に石棒台か。なんだか複雑になってきたな。
How she's doing now?
精神状態があまり良くなかったから父母黒に連れて行ったわ。せっかく情報を持ってきてくれたから一緒に会いに行かない？興味あるんでしょ？
Yes.
じゃあ先に失礼するわね。
Do we need to go there? Someone placed one here already. Might as well just collect it.
なんだか月が欠けたというより何かに遮られているみたいね。
でも何に？
Nani? I've placed one here. Let's choose number 6. Oh my! 228, that's fast. Disappointed. Warframe Way 1.0 was better, and that's saying something. And feel okay. The one thing I have to really kind of have to admit one thing is that I wasn't sure should I play that game or not. Like in some way, some part of the game might be fun, not all of it, but some part. But at the same time, there is also my institution activated, and it pointed me not to play the game. So, true to say, I wasn't sure, so I played the game or not. I mean, like, if the game is fun, I wouldn't mind. But with how a lot of people talking about it, not in good way, on top of people also liking it, it's kind of like giving me a bit of a mixed review on the game. And it's really kind of like, the fun thing about Enfield is like, if the game I like it, like I have to admit, even Warframe Way, though I don't play anymore, but the issue on hand is that other than the latest news on Warframe Way, there might be some people hating on it. I won't admit too much on that, and that did I quit due to that? No, I quit because I got a stroke. I couldn't play the game in a way. But the issue on hand was that I have to admit that Warframe Way did give me the vibe that, hey, it seemed like a good game, it would be a fun game, and I played it, and it was really a good game. And Genshin Zero Zero and Honkai Star Rail, I think Honkai Star Rail is kind of like making me wanting to drop a few times already. I like, if you guys are listening, Honkai Star Rail, you guys have to be very careful because it's giving me the vibe of like I might want to stop it. but I mean, like, there seems to be a redeeming part on the next the Eto Star or whatever name you guys gonna give it. That one is up to you guys anyway. But overall, I still kind of like feel like there is still probably a redeeming part on the next patch. We will see how it goes. But for Enfield, it's not giving me the mind that I should play the game on day one. And as far as that, it seems like fun. There is some part fun, but there's also quite a lot of like a few part that is giving me a bit of concern. Like, should I play the game or should I not play the game? It's like it's giving me that vibe. So yeah, I mean I seen the combat and the story. It's like starting look good, but as it go by, I was like, do I want to go and step into that game? Because it was kind of like that feel that is making me whether do I want to play. Because I see quite a few people play, but then a few days I've seen like, oh, they're not playing anymore. And I wasn't like sure like should I really go with that form or not. It's like it's kind of like making me very concerned on so many things though. Like I prefer to play the game and have fun, at least in my point of view. Because I don't want to like play the game and then like feeling like, hey, I've really regretting or whatsoever though. It's also kind of even funny that even for Wolfing Way though I quit it, right? It wasn't that I aware that, hey, Wolfing Way got a lot of, now there are people saying like they don't like the central star or the staff this or that along the line. It was kind of funny that people now, there are quite a lot of people now hating on Wolfing Way due to the latest part, and I can't really say is it a good thing or bad thing. It's more towards like if they make it that thing, but was I aware of it? I quit Wolfing Way, it wasn't because of that. It's more towards like I quit the game because like I was still recovering from stroke and I really can't play that kind of game anymore though. The combat in that part though, because it's way more intense. It's way more intense. As compared to Genshin and Xenozone. Xenozone Zero almost the same, but at least I don't force myself to do it. But Wolfing Way is always you have to force it. So I kind of like stop. Because I don't want to like suffer from a strong issue on my health though. That there is okay. This one I have to admit one thing is that I was supposed to do, for this month I was supposed to do at least 5 random chat. I did not because in real life I was busy. Tomorrow I put out one maybe like New Year resolution as a update along the line as a random chat, but after that I think I will start posting quite a few. Hassan Piper and Ame Girl, I think I'll probably have to do it as well. Like the situation is getting more and more funny and ridiculous. Tune, I have to admit one thing. You guys might hate me. I will not stop you guys for me to say it, but I will not stop you guys from if you guys want to support that tone. That tone incident, regardless how I think about it, right? I would say one thing is that I never once liked Tune. Never once. I never liked him once. There may be sometimes I agree with his point, there may be a lot of time I don't agree with his point. But the issue on hand is that if people support Tune, if people like him, I'm not stopping them. Why? Because like people can they are free to choose who they want to support. The only one thing that I want people to take note is that don't go and regret the support, nor is it good to even badmouth later on, which I've seen quite a lot of people. Even Muji-san is talking like, oh, he's cutting tie, or Bradford also cutting tie, all the thing is like, oh, because Tune did all this thing. Which I have to, I'm not calling out on Tune. I'm not calling out on people who want to support Tune. I'm actually calling out on people who say that, oh, they don't want to support Tune because of the incident. The one thing I have to highlight carefully is that from the get-go, I never once liked that tune. Never once. Like seriously, not once I liked that tune. Because of one stupid reason. I hate the way he rage. That's all. That was just that simple. Because the thing is, right, Tecton is well known for rage baiting. He's well known for talking about things in a bad way, especially like in MiHoYo games, Xenophon Zero, all this thing, or even Warframe Wave. Like, he always well known for talking only the bad stuff, only raging on it, and then claim that the reason why the game is popular is because of him. Like, F him. He can say whatever he wants. That's his freedom. People want to believe him. That's their problem. The issue on hand is that he's well known for always rage baiting, as well as raging, as well as they always say that whatever he do is that people play the game because of him, when it's more on like there is way more people playing the game than him. Then why is other people's effort not being given the credit? At least that should be the way to go. And I just hate him for taking that everything rotate around him, that he's the sun. Then I guess that he's the sun in the way because he loves to rage like a sun, that he's always burning in the wrong way. And probably that's the reason why he's well known for his aggressiveness, his way of speech. But can I say anything else more? No, because people want to support him. I'm not stopping people. I'm not going to say that it's a wrong thing. Because if people like him because of who he is, then by all means go ahead. I'm not stopping them. It's their freedom. I'm not the type of people who say that you guys should not support that tone just because of him, or this and that, or YLBBS along the line. The one thing I always find it strange is that if people like him based on his way of speech or the ways of saying all the game in a bad way, then it's their freedom, it's their choice. I'm not going to say it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's just stupid, but it's really something that I just feel like, for me, what do? I ignore him. I hate him a lot, but do I go and say that, hey, that don't I hate you? Well, no. I just play Genshin. I just play the game I like. Whether he hate it or whatsoever, he can don't play the game. If he hate it, he still play it, then that's his problem. But for me, if Genshin is fun to me, I play it. It's just that simple. And the only issue on hand is that the thing, yeah, I can't blame people hating on him. Which is the reason why when I say that don't badmouth him or don't regret it, is that the reason why I'm not calling out on that tone. Like, I can't, like, you guys can say I'm defending him, but no, I'm not. The one thing is that there is a possibility that the silver case that he lost, so-called lost, is kind of like was against him. And it's a girl talking badly about a guy, and that he lost the case because of that, the way he was aggressive, the way that he, all these things. But the thing is, right, the girl may be a liar. She could be lying about that tune, and in a way, it could be a so-called false claim in a way, because the one thing we have to understand, criminal case was dropped, which means that there is not enough evidence to prove that Tecton was the R word along the line or the SA along the line. So if that is the case, the criminal case will be on the spot, that he'll be arrested on the spot. But it's, for me, I would just say that he's not arrested. It means that there is not enough evidence to prove that. So for me, I'm a neutral person. I would just say that until further story come out, we will see how it goes. And that is the reason why I don't want people to go and badmouth him. That should be the way to go until more evidence is out. But as for right now, there is no evidence. We can't say anything else. And that's the reason why I say that don't badmouth him. That should be the way to go. If people don't like him, just move on. Ignore him. Just stay that and move on. That should be the way to go. But people just love to go and start the hate whatsoever along the line on Twitch, on YouTube, or on Twitch or whatever BS along the line. And I can't really go around and say that, hey, people should not do this or people should do this along the line. It's just very stupid, but I can't really say is it a good thing or bad thing. It's just that people just love to make noise over nothing, and if people hate him, then all the more so that they can have more reason to hate him. And for those people who want to support him, can just say that it's fair or whatever along the line. The only one thing I just hoping for is that the case just be settled and then he give his story side of the story and then we'll see how it goes. But at the same time, for me, I never like him, but what do? I hate him, I move on, I don't care. But the incident is just basically, you guys have to understand one thing, is that I myself was once framed by a Japanese VTuber, female VTuber, a Japanese, back before I am now. And she went ahead and tell a lot of my viewers, my Japanese viewers back then, that I SA her, which I did not, I harassed her, which I did not, and say that I want to her, which I was like, what the heck? I only meet her off stream once, went out to have a dinner, went out to have lunch, and that was all. And yes, she say all the stupid thing, and people believe her. And then she tried to force a lot of my viewers who know me well that I was not that kind of person. And there was one, I have to admit, like this one, although she is now 18 years old, but back then she was 14 years old. 4 years ago, she was 14 years old. And that Japanese female VTuber, she forced that 14 years old to cry so badly that it really pissed me off. And I confront her one last time on why you make a 14 years old cry. And it was then I realized that she tell the 14 years old girl to leave me, to not be in touch with me, not to whatever along the line. And I'm not saying like, hey, I'm a lolicon whatever along the line. I mean, like, I treat her like a little girl, just like acting like a papa. Like, if you guys know that there is quite a few people calling me papa, they were younger when they come to see me, and I just say that, hey, I'm like a old man. I treat them like a little kid, just having fun and chit-chatting along the line. And the thing is that the little girl was forced by that Japanese VTuber to cry, and she realized that at the time that she was like the young girl realized that a 14 years old young little girl from Philippines realized that the way she's lie about my thing, that I SA her, I her or whatever thing, or I harass her, it doesn't seem to sound right. There was a lot of contradiction, there was a lot of issue. And even though I try to kill it with my viewers, I try to highlight this, a lot of people who believe me believe. People who don't believe me, I say that I can't stop you guys to go and leave me or want to support the girl along the line. But the issue on hand is that when I confront her one last time, she admitted that she did cause the young Philippine girl to cry because I was the one approaching her, which I did not. And I was like, she is my viewer, I should be having fun talking with everyone, that should be the way to go. So it's really kind of like so ridiculous, so pissing me off so much that I can't really say is it a good thing or is it a bad thing. It's just ridiculous. But at the end of the day, the young little girl moved on, talked with me, and she realized that it was best to leave that Japanese VTuber. We all leave her. Veni-san here, as well as Neji-san, sometimes will come and watch my live stream. They all been through that, and they realized that I almost suffered from a stroke back then. Like, I was really suffering a very bad a headache, a heart attack, all these things. But I just bear with it and I just move on. And as time passed by, I even confront an Indonesian VTuber about it. But I move on and I just tell everyone that I don't care about her. I don't want to be involved in her or along the line. But the issue on hand was, as time passed by, a lot of people realized that her story contradict every time she said it. There was a lot of thing that doesn't link out. There was a lot of thing that she doesn't seem to. Like she say A, and then the next day she say B, and then she say C. Like it never link out. Like A, B, and C. If it's A, B, C, I can understand. But if A is not B, you say it's A. But then the next day she say it's B. No, it's C. So people realize that there is something wrong with her. Because I can tell you guys, it's the one thing when I meet her off stream, right? I noticed that she eating drugs, but I can't say anything else because I wasn't sure is it drugs. But I mean, I can't really say too much on that end, and people realized that she was lying, and she did a lot of time when blocking people or outright calling people all these things that she used to say that harassing her or bashing on her or trying to gain sympathy point or something along the line. And it was really pissing me so much to the point that I was like, I move on. Like people contact, and there was quite a few viewers who come back to me and say that they apologize for the thing they did. They want to move on. I just say, you guys move on. I won't be streaming in Japanese along the line. But the thing is, back then I was like, there's no point of me streaming in Japanese, because at the start I did stream in Japanese, but as time passed by, I just streamed in English as the baseline, because the thing is, it's all because of that stupid Japanese VTuber, the female VTuber, and I just moved on. It was just that simple. But it's really kind of like, what is the best way to go? If people believe me, good. If people don't believe me, I can't say anything else, because there's people will want to cancel me, all these things. And those who, some people who know it will be Venice-san or Raphael-san or Neji-san, who I think her name is written as you know who. If you guys see the name, it's like if they will appear, or Naga if I recall. But if they're not here, probably they are busy in real life. But in regards is that a few of my Japanese viewers do come back to watch my stream at time, not always, but they don't interact with me in the way too much along. I never really blame them, because I really don't speak in Japanese more nowadays. Maybe a few words if you guys see the way I speak, but I don't interact back in Japanese much nowadays though. And in regard is that I just move on. I don't feel like wanting to bash on it, especially like if the story I just say it right, it's like in a way to me, if Detour is facing someone similar to my case where the girl might be a liar, where her story doesn't link out, then obviously that maybe Detour is innocent, maybe. But the issue on hand is that the Silver case went through, is considered guilty, but we do not know how, but it doesn't mean that it's just basically he's not innocent. But the thing is, right, if he's not arrested, then there's no proof to indicate that he's guilty as for all these things. And I won't say I'm popular. I'm more towards I was speaking in Japanese to quite a few Japanese viewers, and but then 10-20 people around there, but nowadays I don't really care too much on that end already. Because it's Japanese viewers time. I mean, like I was living in Japan, speaking in Japanese, all these things, so I never really think too much about that end. And VTuber was kind of like starting back then. Okay, it was kind of like just speak to Japanese people, having fun, talking in Japanese, all those things. But the issue on hand was like it's really really different. And I just move on from my from there, and I just speak in, like just stream in English more all the time nowadays though. So even though I put a Japanese name as the baseline, but I'm not a Japanese. I do speak Japanese, but I don't stream in Japanese though. It's more towards like I just using English though. Even when I'm playing Genshin back then, I always tend to use Japanese word. like even you guys right now is saying English word, right? Back then when I first started out, it was all Japanese. It was Japanese words. It was Japanese language. It was everything Japanese. So back then I was just playing and having fun, but now I just changed it to English as a way to just for you guys to able to read and understand a bit. But for me, I don't really think too much along the line though. It's more towards like a lot of things happened back then, and I kind of like move on from it. If Tatooine is innocent, then I think time will tell. Maybe the guy will have a lot of lies getting released along the line. But as for now, people like earlier I mentioned, people bad mouthing him or saying regret all this thing or cutting tie all this thing. To me, I never liked that turn. But at the same time, I will still go with my same way. If people want to support him, support him. People don't like him, just move on, ignore him. That's the way to go. But people just love the midnights over the internet, and I can't really say is it a good thing or a bad thing. It's kind of like one of the things that I always find amazing is that how people always like those kind of drama, like all those kind of stupid thing, and I can't really say is it a good thing or a bad thing though.
例の患者さんに会いに来たのですか？お急ぎの要件でなければ休息を妨げぬよう今はご遠慮いただいた方がいいかもしれません。
Is it that bad?
ええ、とても不安定な状態です。来た時よりも興奮が激しく怒りっぽくなっていて、精密検査も拒まれてしまいました。ですので、とりあえず鎮静効果のある薬を出して2日ほど静養してもらおうと思っています。
そう、あまり良くない知らせね。
ご心配なさらず、簡単に交流してみましたが、自分の願いを叶えることに執着しているだけで、理性を完全に失ったというわけではなさそうです。
ああ、最初からな。自分はいつか名を馳せることになるって、そればっかりだ。
Tatooine is more real than Sarnia. He is an actual respected with bias. High bias. Well, Tatooine can hate on everything, but he also says stuff that he like if he's like it. Yeah, I mean like that is very true. I mean like that's the reason, one of the reasons why I always say that if people feel like Tatooine is someone that they can support, then I'm not stopping them. But the reason why I don't really like Tatooine is, as I mentioned, is just that the way he gives his point of view is just basically that he's thinking so-called for the free for F2P or all the thing along the line. And I mean like sure he can talk about all these BS, but the issue on hand is that if MiHoYo was not successful with Genshin back then we won't have Honkai Star Rail, we won't have Xenosaga Zero, because they won't have the money to create the team they have now or the company now to create all those games. It was just that simple. That's why it's like regardless of how we think about it, MiHoYo have to make money. They have to have the money, they have to have the team, they have to have everything. And it's thanks to Genshin Impact that we get other games that is also fun, that is also best. But if people back then quit due to Tatooine, then if MiHoYo fail, then who is to blame? Tatooine. Tatooine will be the one to be blamed. And even people like me will go and hate on him on that. But for me, I just hate him. But I never go and say that, hey, you guys should not support him, he's a red bait or whatever be, you guys say him, I don't like him alone. Like, no, I won't say that. I stick with my point of method, my point of view, and my point of way. If people like him, by all means go ahead, support him. I'm not stopping them. It's just that simple. But it's just kind of like people can say however they like or whatever they want, but it's just that if Tune point of view is good, then good. But if it's this kind of like for me, it's really not something that I agree on. Then I think it's better I just move on from that though.
今まで見てきた中でとても珍しい症例です。何らかの刺激を受けたせいで今なお心にその影響が残り続けているようです。
何が原因なのかしら。双眼巨炎で見つかったという古代の遺物、それとも赤望台の月。
Last video you have watched is reaching on 6.0 Genshin trailer. He gave 10/10. He was being genius about it's not a bad comment. I mean 6.0 the update was kind of like, okay, I have to admit one thing. 6.0 the no cry, right? I have to admit one thing. I mentioned why what is the Walking Moon, what was the story of the Tree Moon, as well as the where is the travel, how did the traveler come in, did they appear by flying or was there something else? There was a lot of things missing, and the thing at the time, and I even mentioned this during Darkrai live stream at the time, when playing like Darkrai, I mentioned that there was a, like especially in Frontier and especially in Darkrai is Nalan, sorry, is that I was wondering, like there was a lot of story that was unsure of or unpolished or messed up, and if after Nalan will jump into the Cryo Nation, I think there will be a lot of missing story, and it really was something that I was worried because the story wouldn't seem to go smooth. And then MiHoYo announced no crime in Nalan, they announced it, and it really does have like the lunar reaction, all these things, Calabina, all these things, and it was like, in terms of the theory, they answer a whole lot of things. The Tree Moon story, where is the traveler spaceship, how there was like missing part along the line. So there was a lot of issue on hand that MiHoYo is now painting together all the theory, all the missing part into the before the cryonation, and that was a huge improvement in one way, because number one, the story is going in more smooth, because Nalan was actually kind of like chunk everything in a way, but because they make it that way, that's why it was like, right, yeah, the thing is like Nalan was a lot of crunch together in a way, but for No Cry, they pin everything out properly, especially the fate sky. Because the thing is, right, in order to enter the sky, it means that there is something more. It doesn't mean just that, oh, you can just open up the sky or something along the line. So maybe in future we get to see more, and it's kind of like even funny about Paimon being AI, which something that I find it very strangely bad in the days, because the message always Paimon, like they put Paimon Painon, and I was like finding very very particular about how they go about it though. But I mean, like calling Paimon as AI was really even like I believe was like some more people not talking about Paimon being AI or whatsoever along the line, or Paimon is actually heavenly principle along the line.
そうよ。展覧会に参加するの？おう。もともと勝利を探しに行くつもりだったけど、今はどんな骨董品があるのか気になってきたぜ。展覧会の品物はすべて総務士に記録が残ってる。私も一つ一つ確認したわ。確かに変わったものもあったわね。今は古代文字の解読作業を進めているところよ。ひひ、老漢って文字とかか？え？どうしてそれを？
行く秋から聞いたんだ。古い詩とかもあったって言ってたな。
行く秋坊ちゃまもなかなか情報通ね。
Maybe
老眼というのは
Maybe
古い
we
国のことだ
would
と思う
know.
けど、残りの文字も単なる詩ではなく月や神々への祝詞だったようね。
月と神
I
々
mean, we can't deny that the Harbinger right now is also missing out one character.
出発したら港で展覧会の案内人が待機しているから。
There is one missing Harbinger, not announced though.
必要ないし無料で入れるわ。リーユへの人々は歴史を尊重し、そこから学ぶことを喜びとしているの。それに今回の主催者である非故郷の天主リンローは前からそういう願いを持っていたはずよ。規模の大きな展覧会を開いてみんなに過去の出来事をもっと知ってもらいたいって。
今夜はいろいろいいものが見れそうだな。
それじゃあ楽しんできて。私は先に失礼するわ。古文書の解読作業がまだ残ってるの。写真をありがとう。新しい発想を得られたわ。資料を再確認しないと。
国生って本当に真面目だよな。お祭りの時でも休まないなんて相変わらずだぜ。
やるべきことをやっているだけよ。じゃあまた。
よし、港に行って展覧会の案内人を探してみようぜ。
Okay. Now.
「誰かのために歌うわけじゃないけど」。
患者さんに会いたいのでしたら2日後にまた来てください。
2 days. We go all the way there. Oh, there is one right here. Totally, the love issue is not. I mean, for totally right. I mean, technically, one of the things that I did find it questionable back in the days was actually like, was totally based on author from Hokai Impact though. That was like one of the things I talked with Richie-san back then. Was like there was like a lot of like missing parts, and I did wonder because Dr. Ray, the name, right, is like I was wondering like if is he based on Otto from Hokai Impact 3, because that is one messed up character in the game. But the issue on him was he's basically a bad person. He's a researcher. He got a lot of clone, creating clone, all this thing along the line, and that was like basically like he's giving me a very bad vibe. Like he's a bad person. He's someone that we need to be very cautious about, and basically from Nalan, I think you guys know about the story as well. His hint, and Sumaru, there was already like him about him going with a lot of logic along the line. So it was really kind of like a moment of like we need to be careful about him. Like it's just basically that simple. But even so, it's still kind of like not all of us would think it that way, and I won't blame people for not having that mindset, because it's like, he's a character in Genshin. There's no way he's gonna blah 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 that kind of mindset. So I won't really blame them too. But if it's kind of like, but be careful with him. I gonna redeem this. I gonna redeem this. Yao Yao new costume. Kawaii. So I need to collect some more coins. Put that. I do want to collect a Prime Gem, but let's just pull for that. Pokemon is one of the kind more rare than the tree, and you telling me that he's not I think it's not saying that he's not interested. The issue on hand, right? We have to understand is that it seems. Okay, it just seems, okay, I'm not saying 100%. It just seems that no one questioned whose Paimon really is, though. Like, so far, we've seen, like, all the thing, right? The Seele, the Aranara, all this thing, and yet, the one thing is, we never see another Paimon. A floating little fairy. And no one is like no one can ask like what is she, or where she come from along the line. It's like basically like people just think it that there is such a thing. But the issue on hand is we don't see it. There was like a lot of questionable part about Paimon. Not just like even back in the days when they showed all these things, sender P-A-I-N-O-N, and I was like, why they can't just say Paimon? Why must be P-A-I-N-O-N? P-A-I, personal artificial intelligence, N-O-N, monitoring origin network, something like that. If that is the name of that Paimon, I'll be like, damn, in so many ways. So we got to see it, right? Can eyes alphas only?
二人とも変わりなかったか？
お、噂をすれば影ってやつだな。フータオが言ってた通り、やっぱりここにいたぞ。
同志が俺の場所を漏らしたか？
別にわざわ
I mean, we can choose her. I mean, technically, okay, technically selling thought that she was full. Our traveler did say that she is an emergency full. But even so, right? If there is like other Paimon, then the one thing we'll definitely be knowing is that would they actually go around and start making noise along the line though?
お久しぶりですね、お二人とも。解答祭を祝して。
あ、北斗とウンキーじゃないか。お前らも展覧会に来てたのか？会えて嬉しいぜ。
はい、とても古いものだと伺い、ぜひこの目で見てみたいと思いまして。大発見と言えるものかもしれないのでしょう。
行子もそう言ってたから、私も見に来たんだ。教養が
Culture me out.
けど、私はただの武人だ。展覧会を見たぐらいでそう簡単に変わると思うか？
そんなご謙遜を。南十字戦隊の棟梁というお役目はただの武人に務まるものではありません。
それにそう言っておきながら結局来てるじゃないか。
なんたって行子は天中園だからな。私みたいな船長一人動かせないんじゃメンツが立たないだろう。
ひひ、お前って行子のことよく考えてるよな。
そんなことよりあんたたちはどうだ？見て回れたか？あくまでも展覧会だが、気に入った品物があれば持ち主と値段の交渉ができるって聞いたよ。条件が合えばその場で取引成立まで可能って話だ。
買うこともできるのか？
その通りだ。今回の展覧会は貴故郷が主催だが、展示品の多くは民間の収集家が出品している。双方の合意があれば金銭での取引も物々交換も可能だ。まずは展示品を見て回りながら話でもしないか。
おいらもちょうど何があるか見てみたかったんだ。
Oh, Zenly is gonna guide us. And speak with others. We can see all these things. Penta definitely like the glass. And the tone.
うわ、みんな見てみろよ。この絵、大きなカエルが描かれてる。
よく見てみますと、絵の材質が一般的なものではありませんね。私たちが普段使うような画用紙、
Hello, Jingo. Have a proper
絹
rest.
のような織物でできているようです。
Not like suit or some. Oh. Quite an interesting one.
ウン先生の言う通りだな。私もそう思うよ。
これは千書丼月の絹絵だな。桑の3種を主な素材としていて、今のリーウェでこのような工芸品を目にすることは稀だ。
千書丼月、やっぱりそうだと思ったぞ。このカエルがすっごく目立ってるからな。
それはなんだ？万民堂の新しい料理か？
食のことだぞ。北斗は最近月が消えた出来事について聞いてないか？
聞いたことはあるが、このカエルの仕業なのか？
伝説ではそうみたいだぜ。
それじゃあ料理の名前にはできないな。
あのカエルの隣にいらっしゃるのは白馬の仙人様でしょうか。私が伺った話では月の上にお住まいがあるとのことでしたが。
おそらくそうだろ
Was it? Perfect.
う。実はこれは随分前に沈玉の谷で見つかったものだ。
これって沈玉の谷のものだったのか？
そういうわけでもない。よく見てみると、種舎や群青など双眼巨園で採れる鉱物が主な顔料として使われている。つまり 双眼巨炎に由来する絵である可能性が高いということだ。
じゃあやっぱり双眼巨炎のものか。
さすがは勝利先生、博識でいらっしゃいますね。私は戦書曇月について伝説を耳にしたことがあるだけでしたので、もし本日この絹絵を買い求めることができましたら、いずれ新しい演目のきっかけになるかもしれません。この絹絵の持ち主がどなたなのかは存じ上げませんが。
それが雲金殿の望みなら、将来の演目を報酬とするのはどうだろうか。
勝利先生、それは一体。
俺がこの絹絵の持ち主だ。
Ist da unten.
なるほど。勝利は自分の収蔵品を自慢してたのか。だから詳しく話せたんだな。
ですが、それはいけません。私の戯曲などとてもそのような貴重な骨董品と釣り合うものではございません。
それはちょっと違うんじゃないか。私は教養のある人間じゃないけど、雲先生の芝居が間違いなくいいものだってことはわかるよ。
北斗殿は見る目があるな。この絹絵は俺が持っていても単なるものにしかならない。だが雲金殿の手に渡れば新しい芝居に生まれ変わるかもしれない。それもまた一興というものだ。
そういうことか。
いつ書き上げられるかわかりませんし、少なくとも年内にご用意するのは難しいかと。
雲金殿、実を言うとこの絹絵は俺が新作を模写したものに過ぎない。余計な心配は無用だ。
贋作だったのか。
模写の作品ですか。勝利先生がこれほど絵画に長けていらしたとは。私も骨董品には多少の心得がありますが、全く違和感に気づきませんでした。
勝利先生は本当に面白い人だな。
過分なお言葉だ。雲金殿、どうぞ遠慮なさらず。
勝利のやつ、前に偽のお金を配ってたよな。今度は偽物の絵かよ。
勝利先生のご好意、無下にはできません。この絹絵、ありがたく頂戴いたします。お返しは後日必ずさせていただきます。
ああ、楽しみにしている。
雲先生がいい収穫を手にしたの見てたら少しうずうずしてきたな。私も何か買って行幸に自慢してやらないと。
ひひ、もうちょっと先も見てみようぜ。
And they are not looking. Some more?
この銅の戦車、かなり迫力があるな。
ええ、何か物語を秘めていそうですね。このようなもの見たことがありません。
勝利、これは何かわかるか。
林老殿に聞いたところ、双眼巨炎から出土したこの古代遺物の中には青玉の車があるそうだ。上部に銅製の天蓋があり、車箱には流れる雲と幾何学模様が描かれている。非常に貴重なものだが、おそらくこれだろう。
こいつは今から何百年何千年も前のものだろ。当時の人間がこんな繊細な鍛冶の技術を持っていたなんてな。
人は現在の物差しで過去も未来も測ろうとする。子供の頃に流行ったものも大人になれば粗末に見えてくる。だがそれはたかが十数年の隔たりに過ぎない。100年、1000年、あるいはそれ以上の尺度で見れば、時間が必ずしも万物を前へ推し進めるわけではないことに気づくだろう。
その時代の人々も輝かしい文明と呼べるものを築き上げていたのですね。
そいつはいいな。私がこれを手に入れたら行幸のやつも目の色を変えるだろうな。
北斗船長はこの戦車が随分お気に召したようね。
お、貴故郷の天守林老じゃないか。今回の展覧会、とてもいい勉強になった。
これも皆さんと勝利先生のおかげよ。あなたが目をつけたこの戦車だけど、 騎山長が支援する考古商隊が見つけたものよ。お値段は9000万モラ。
高い。
9000万モラ私も少し甘く見ていたみたいだな。
うん。そう高くはないな。
それ、おいらの食品なんて自分だと思ってるんだ。
パイモンさん、もし何千年も食べ続けられたら、あなたも9000万モラの価値がある骨董品になれるかもしれませんよ。
9000万なんて安すぎだろ。おいらはもっと高く売れるはずだぜ。
でも勝利先生がそう言うなら、私はこの取引がきっと得だと思うよ。
北斗は勝利のことを信頼しすぎだぞ。もしかして桜なんじゃないか。
リンロー、これをいただこう。代金の支払いは後で手配する。
船長は本当に豪快ね。戦車は展覧会が終わったら市長整合まで届けさせるわ。
直接玉境内に送ってもらえるか。あの天地へに見せてやるんだ。本当に品のある一品ってやつをな。
わかったわ。
よし、これで私も運先生も収穫ありだな。勝利先生、旅人、それとチビはどうだ。もう少し付き合おうか。金のことなら気にするな。私に任せてくれ。今夜は誰一人手ぶらでは帰らせないからな。
北斗殿のご好意はありがたいが、俺は林郎殿と処理すべき要件がある。
なるほど。なら邪魔はしないよ。勝利先生の好きにしてくれ。
こちらへどうぞ。
旅人とパイモン、二人も一緒に来てくれるか。
Yep, I'm curious.
高くない骨董品とかじゃないだろうな。おいらたち買えないぞ。
パイモンさん、これまで勝利先生は招かれる側でしたから、先生自らお招きになるなんて珍しいことです。せっかくの機会ですし、見逃す手はありませんよ。
そうだ。後で一杯やりに市長整合まで来るのを忘れるなよ。
It's early, check it out.
よし、買えるかどうかは別にして、見るだけならタダだしな。行こうぜ。
勝利先生、私たちが探し出した玉器はすべてここにあるわ。
おー、いろんな種類があるぞ。この玉は何なんだ。
礼儀玉だ。沈玉の谷の灯籠の儀式は知っているだろ。
じゃあこれ全部灯籠の儀式で使うものなのか。
パイモンは知らないかもしれないが、灯籠の儀式が行われる以前、沈玉の谷では礼儀玉による祭祀が盛んに行われていたんだ。兵をもって天を来し、宋をもって地を来す、慶をもって東を来し、小をもって南を来し、公をもって西を来し、公をもって北を来す。これぞ玉の六機なり。だが残念なことに、林郎殿が集めた礼儀玉は玉形と玉子が欠けているな。
ごめんなさい。これらの玉器は年代があまりに古くて、私たち帰国でも探し出すのに苦労するの。
構わない。欲しいものはもう見つかっているからな。
え？
あら、その割れた玉譜？勝利先生がそれに目をつけるなんて意外だわ。六器の一つではないのに。
え？
これはある個人の品だ。
個人？勝利先生の収集家仲間かしら。
そう考えてもらって構わない。旅人、よく見るといい。
It's the moon.
え、これもう壊れてるみたいだぞ。
The
何か秘密でもあるのか？
It's a crimson moon.
そうだ。数千年もの間、天の月がこのような姿をしたことはない。
現月？まさか昔の月はずっと満月だったわけではないの？それなら、もしかしてこれは聖書に食べられた後なのかしら。
調べる価値はあるな。
さすがは勝利先生、お目が高いわね。言われなかったら私は特別なものだと気づかなかったわ。勝利先生がこの玉器を気に入られたのなら、代金は私の方で持ちましょう。
林老殿、なぜそのようなことを？
こういう展覧会を開くことが私の長年の夢だったの。歴史を宿した古い品々をみんなに見てもらう機会を用意したくて、勝利先生のお力添えのおかげで今回ようやく実現できたわ。
俺はただ知り合いに勧めただけだ。
それだけで十分よ。勝利先生の推薦がなかったら今の半分の収集家しか来場しなかったかもしれないもの。感謝して当然だ
Paying
わ。
him by Innovator.
珍しく勝利がまともなことやってる。林老の願いを叶えてあげたわけだな。
Oh. Yes, a cutscene. What did I get here? Look like I see it. I should check it out.
San, 5, 7. 11、13、17、
You say that?
19、23、29。
Oh.
そこの迷子さん、あなたもこの手入れが好きなの？あなたの心の中にも彼らと同じような孤独を見たような気がする。
I'll be right back. My thing at the candy a bit of. Okay, I'm back.
私？ごめんなさい。覚えていないの。
What is this place?
月影、それか時の夢。ごめんなさい。そんなことを聞かれたことがなくて。長いことずっとここにいるから、もうあまり思い出せないの。
Do you bring me here?
あなたがここに来たことについて、私は何も知らない。ただ、人の心の渇望を聞いただけ。でも、あなたからは月光の導きを感じるわ。それこそ、あなたがここにいる理由なのかもしれない。
Carabina.
困っているようだけれど、何かお手伝いできることはある？
How do I get out of here?
あの方向が帰り道だって誰かがそう言っていたような気がするけれど、いつまで歩いても出口にはたどり着けないの。あなたも試してみて。
How about we go together?
いいえ、私の時間はもう残り少ないみたい。さようなら。月の光が永遠にあなたを照らしますように。
And she just disappeared just like that.
おお、珍しく勝利がまともなことやってる。林道の願いを叶えてあげたわけだな。
顔色が悪いが大丈夫か？
おお、どうしたんだ？お腹でも痛いのか？
It's just me, the strangest person.
何言ってるんだ？お前はずっとここにいただろ
う。やはりそうか。林老殿、申し訳ないが席を外させてもらう。友人が体調を崩したようなので。
Oh, very sad.
休ませたい。
ええ、問題ないわ。どうぞごゆっくり。
Yeah, be careful, okay?
パイモン、ついてきてくれ。ああ、そうだ。玉符の代金は王城堂につけておいてくれ。
Josh too overthought is gonna bong you in the head already. Yeah, go and enjoy.
こんな夜更けにこの同士のことを噂してるのはどこのドイツかな？
あなたのところの家系じゃない？展覧会に行ってきたんだからお金をたくさん使ったはずだよ。
ああ、家計は何もかも最高なんだけど、お金の使い方は荒っぽいんだよね。もうその話はやめにして月を見よう。今夜は食べられちゃうのかな？
Yeah, I kinda have enjoy that this one.
もうダメそうだな。一晩中見ていたけど、未だに何も起こっていない。
うん。もう遅いし、趙雲も眠そうだね。今日はこの辺にしておこうか。また日を改めて、みんなで集まろう。
It's gonna happen.
もう帰っちゃうの？
そういえば私、明日は新作料理の試食があるんだ。これが新年の願い事みたいなものだから、絶対に寝坊したくないの。
はいはい。みんながそう言うなら、この戦書丼月とは縁がなかったってことかな。
Don't need to worry about that. It's gonna happen now.
お日様が出たら日光浴、お月様が出たら月光浴。
Oh no, they didn't realize it. Oh my god. Oh, they didn't turn back and see. It's when you choose not to.
総理、休むって言ってたのに、なんでここに来たんだ？
旅人が自分の身に何が起きたのか気になっているだろうと思ってな。
あ、そうだな。さっきの話、よくわかんなかったんだけど。
Let's bring the mysterious encounter.
そんなことがあったのか？
どうやら彼女と不可思議な精神的つながりを持ってしまったようだな。
Was it a white horse?
お前もすでに気づいていたようだな。そうだ。彼女こそ伝承に語り継がれる白馬の仙人。この玉符の本来の持ち主だ。名を紫伯という。
白馬の仙人だって？そいつはこの玉符の中にいるのか？
玉符の中にはいない。月影の中にいるんだ。この玉符はその媒体に過ぎない。お前が名戸くらいで大きなことを成し遂げたことは聞いている。お前とお前の友が蒼月をテイワットに呼び戻した。ではそれ以前、数千年もの間、公転にかかっていたもう一つの月が何だったのか考えたことはあるか？
おいらたち、そんなこと考えたことなかったぞ。
A fate
でも
moon.
あれって多分偽物だろ？偽りの月ってやつだ。
そう。あれは確かに偽りの月だ。その本質は月の投影であると同時に、紫伯が囚われている場所でもある。
白馬の仙人は月影に閉じ込められてるのか？どうしよう。早く助け出そうぜ。でも今空に浮かんでるのは本物の月だよな。偽物の月はどこにあるんだ？おいらには見えないぞ。
本物の月が戻り、影は自然と公転の位置を失った。今や徐々に崩壊しつつある。それは時に起こり、時に止まる過程だ。崩壊が起こるとき、人々は月が黒い影に遮られるのを目にする。それが止むとき、黒い影は姿を消し、目で捉えることはできない。
つまり、一時的に見えない偽物の月が本物の月の前に隠れてるってことか？
The recent lunar eclipse, it was the fate moon, wasn't it?
その通りだ。
そうだったのか。
You say it's disintegrating. When will there be nothing left?
俺の推測では、人の願いが崩壊の引き金になっている。先ほどお前に異変が起きたのも、まさに林老殿が自身の願いを語った時だった。
もしかして伝説は本当だったのか？白馬の仙人が人々の願いに応えてくれるってのは。ならオイラたちがもっとたくさん願いを込めれば、あの黒い影が早く消えて白馬の仙人が出てくるってことか？
いや、むしろ逆だ。果てしない歳月が白馬の仙人と偽りの月を一つにしてしまった。
That would be bad.
月影が消え去れば、紫伯もまたこの世から消えることになる。
なんでそんなことに？月を取り戻したことで逆に白馬の仙人を傷つけちゃったのか？
そのように責任を感じる必要はない。それもまた脱出するきっかけになる。崩れゆくのは彼女の檻なんだからな。
So still away?
それこそ今夜お前を招いた理由だ。先ほどの割れた玉符とのつながりからも、お前にはその力があると証明された。ただ、お前に助力を乞いたい一方で、この件はお前に大きな影響を及ぼすかもしれない。俺はこれまで、お前にテイバットのさらなる秘密を明かすことに慎重だった。
The first
知
secret.
れば知るほど、抜け出せなくなるからだ。お前は無限の正解を渡る旅人。お前の運命は、この世界の運命と深く絡み合うべきではないのかもしれない。
I'm very deeply connected.
それがお前の考えか。リーウェイを離れてからの旅路で新たな気づきを得たようだな。では最初の秘密を教えよう。紫伯はすでに死んでいる。月影に潜むその存在は彼女が死の直前に切り落とした三子神の一人に過ぎない。
悪魔の仙人はもう死んでるのか？解決策を教えてくれると思ったのに、もっとヤバい話を聞かされちゃったぞ。
落ち着けパイモン。ゆっくり話をさせてくれ。三子神は本来リーウェの修行者たちの間では一つの訪問とされており、三子を断ち切ることで正常なる神我を見出す。だが紫伯の三子神はそれだけにとどまらない。彼女が死を迎える直前、その砕けた魂の根源は固定され、それぞれ三子神の体内に収められた。その3つの魂の根源を取り戻すことができれば、彼女をうつしおに蘇らせることも不可能ではないだろう。
つまり生き返らせるってことか？
前提として三子神から砕けた魂の根源を取り戻す必要がある。
I'm guessing I just meet one of them.
そうだ。実は彼女は紫伯の上司神で、名を死去という。紫伯の死後、月影へと昇天し、その一部となった。彼女の体内に宿る魂の根源は天根、またの名を太閤。つまり彼女こそ紫伯の本質に最も近い存在と言える。死去に関しては月影に囚われているため、俺たちは何もできない。他2つの魂の根源を探し出し、1つに融合させる必要がある。
Then where are the other two?
2人目は中子神。その名を七と言い、紫伯の死後、地底へと落ち眠りについた。今の双眼巨炎にいる。彼女の体内に宿る魂の根源は地根、別名壮霊。彼女は紫伯の記憶と知恵を最も多く受け継いだものだ。
双眼巨炎か。ってことはそこで七を探す必要があるってことか？
いや、先ほど展覧会にあった聖玉の車に彼女の気配を感じ取った。彼女は蒼月の帰還によって目覚め、あの古代遺物と共に現れたのかもしれない。
ああ、なるほどな。だから林道の展覧会を手伝ってるのか。白馬の仙人を調べるためだったんだな。
ああ、つまり林道殿が俺に協力してくれたというわけだ。
But the last did is so.
最後の下死神は名を死脚という。その体内に宿る霊魂の根源は人根、別名幽星。彼女は三子神の中で最も自由奔放な存在だ。1000年前の魔人戦争で彼女は俺に力を貸してくれた。その後法力が衰え、徐々に山林の中に姿を隠すようになった。彼女を探し出すのは手間がかかるだろうから、俺が引き受けよう。
じゃあオイラたちはその中子神を探せばいいんだな。でもどこに行けばいいんだ？
彼女の居場所を突き止めるのはそう難しくないはずだ。紫伯は生前至聖の人々を好んでいた。彼女の記憶と知恵を最も多く受け継いだ者なら、きっと同じ考えを持っているだろう。つまり今、人々の集まるリーウェ港のどこかにいるはずだ。もしかしたら誰かに憑依しているかもしれない。
憑依？待てよ、そういえばオイラ思い出したぞ、あいつのこと。
The customer.
そう、もしかしたらすごい古代の遺物を盗掘して、やばい古代の怨霊に取りつかれちゃったのかも。
そう、あいつだ。確か六王校って名前だったぞ。
お前たちはもう目星をつけたようだな。
あいつは父母黒にいるけど、 白術が言うにはすごく興奮状態みたいで、鎮静効果のある薬を飲ませたから2日後にまた来るようにって言われたんだ。勝利はそいつだと思うか？
可能性はある。指針は元より汚れた存在だ。人々の精神に影響を及ぼしやすい。では俺は行くとしよう。
ちょっと待ってよ。もう行っちゃうのか？
魔人戦争の後、下死神の刺客は自らの姿を隠してしまった。彼女を見つけられる確信は俺にもない。ならば早めに動き出した方がいいだろう。
でもまだ言ってないことがいっぱいあるような気がするぞ。白馬の仙人ってどんなやつなのか、どうやって死んだのか、それに一体誰が魂の根源を固定したんだ？
この計画がうまくいけば自然とその答えを知ることになるだろう。うまくいかなければ話したところで大した意味はない。
Maybe if everything is due to Kuitsong, was it you?
ではその質問に答えよう。誰が紫伯の魂の根源を固定したのかということだな。時の化身だ。やはりお前はこの者の存在を知っていたか。
まさか時の失勢が。
時間を司る力のみが紫伯の残魂を弱滅の寸前でとどめることができた。中指神の七を探しに行く際は気をつけろ。この力が彼女にも何らかの影響を及ぼしている恐れがある。
How much time do we have?
解凍祭の夜、リーユエ港では願いを込めた消灯が大量に飛ばされる。それによって月影の大崩壊が引き起こされる。それは檻が完全に開く瞬間であると同時に最も危険な瞬間となる。もし他2つの魂の根源を探し出せなければ紫伯の復活は絶望的となるだろ
う。Understood。
ああ、先ほど言った通り今回うまくいけば残りの問題についてもおのずと答えが見えてくるだろう。まあこれからの数日間守備よく運ぶことを願っておこう。
It's gonna pause for the day. Yep. So I'm gonna assume that we can't. Oh, someone actually plays it here now. Okay. Five. 30. At least we can teleport here. And let's just speak to this one. Oh, native enemy, thank you. Oh, teach out how to draw. Join. The student cry. I have quite a lot. Which the fishing line? Start. That's it. I can assume that is done. I have to like find it nearby. Oh. Found one here.
加速します。
Might as well place one here. Oh.
貯金した方がいいだろうか。
加速します。
Oh well. It's gonna be like 12 midnight on my end already, so I think this is a good part to pause for the day. I want to do exploration, but I can't really do exploration. I definitely will do so on the not really next stream, on the next Genshin stream. So that being said, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you guys again at the next video live stream. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a nice day. Bye bye.